Welcome to the Promys Enterprise PSA software. Today we're going to do a quick walkthrough of the CRM opportunity and quotation management functionality in Promys. When I first log into Promys as a salesperson, what I see is my role-based dashboard. In this case, I have my revenue forecast, my pipeline by milestone, invoices for the last 12 months, open appointments, opportunities, and quotes. So one of the first things that you'll notice that's different about Promys is that the quoting module is built in. There is no third-party quoting module required. And the quotes are actually linked directly to the opportunity forecast. So if a quote revision changes, it automatically updates the forecast in real time. If I want to get into a company record, I can simply open one, and you'll see I can have an unlimited number of physical locations per company account record. I can also have customers who have divisional parent-child relationships. Of course, I'll track their primary contact information, but I can also track things like how many employees they have, what their revenue is, what industry they belong to, and even the SIC code they belong to. More interesting is this information in this handy right-hand sidebar. Basically, I have all the operational transactional information about ABC Company at my fingertips. All their contacts, all their opportunities, all their quotes, sales orders, change orders, purchase orders, packing slips, invoices, projects, service calls, service agreements, customer inventory, appointments, contact logs, attachments, RMAs, and even the status of their prepaid block of hours if I support that. Now, the nice thing about the handy sidebar is if I want to get into the contact logs, for example, I just click on it, and it'll bring me back all the contact logs for that customer. One of the nice things I like about the contact log view in summary is I can view a note no matter how long it is without having to open each individual note one at a time. The other nice thing is if I'm looking for a particular note, instead of having to scroll through 2 or 3 months of notes, I can just put in a keyword and it'll bring me back just the matching contact log records that I want. And this is throughout Promys. One of the things we talk about all the time in Promys is it's really important to gather all the information in one place, but then it's equally important to make it really easy for the user to get just the subset of information out that they want when they want it. As I've tracked my communication with my customer, I might want to take the next step and create an opportunity. I can give it an opportunity name, a user-defined sales milestone, a probability percentage, and a closing date. I can give some summary information about what the expected product revenue and margin is, contract, and labor revenue and margin. Next step would be to create a quotation. And I can build out the detailed bill of materials and labor estimate in Promys one of 3 ways. I can use the manufacturer's configurators like the Cisco CCW, Dell, HP configurators, etc. And I can simply export that output to Excel and use the copy and paste import tool in Promys to bring that information into my quote. I can also bring in pre-configured templates. So I can have a PC configuration or a server configuration, maybe a WLAN configuration that I can bring in just so I don't forget any of the parts, but I can then modify these specific parts and their pricing specific to this customer, just as if I brought the parts in one at a time. Although I want to track the detailed bill of materials and labor estimate for project profitability perspective, I may not want to present all this detailed information to my customer. And Promys actually handles that with what we call print groups. So I can actually create user-defined headings and assign these line items to user-defined headings. So when I present this to the customer, it'll roll those detailed line items up under my user-defined headings, but now there's no disconnect between the bill of materials and the labor estimate that this particular quote version was based on. Promys does support full quote versioning. So if I go to quote version 2, and let's say the customer doesn't want the training. So I'm going to get rid of that. And the minute I delete that item, this is where we talk about the linkage back to the opportunity, my labor forecast now gets updated in real time. And all the information that's available to me on the desktop, in this case I have a Samsung S6 smartphone that I'm displaying, is also available to me on my mobile device. So for this customer, I can access all their opportunities, quotes, sales orders, purchase orders, invoices, projects, service call information, service agreements, all on my mobile phone, whether that be an iPhone, Android phone, BlackBerry, or a Windows phone, or an iPad, or any other tablet. Now, those are just a few of the more interesting pieces of functionality in the Promys PSA software. If you'd like more information, you can request your own personalized demonstration, or click on Contact Us and submit your requirements. We'd be happy to discuss them with you. You may also want to download one of our handy guides around increasing labor utilization, mid-project profitability, or even about the different categories of PSA software to help you define which PSA software solution might be the best fit for your requirements.